All right, people. So today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be cooking some lamb chops in the man's best friend right there, the Instapot. So, this recipe right here is going to be pretty simple, actually. Let's get to it. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to swap out that air fryer lid with our pressure cook lid right here. Now you may just have the pressure cook one. You just, if you just have the pressure cook one, then you can skip that part, of course. Let's cut these bad boys open, huh? Now I'm a smart man because I use paper plates. My wife, she doesn't like it when there's a bunch of dirty dishes all the time. So I like to use paper plates when I can. Like, that keeps you out of trouble. So that's a free tip from Lewis from around the house there. Alright, so let's get these open. Put them on the plate. Now these are frozen. Okay? They're frozen. Now, because, I forgot to thaw them out. So we're just going to go with it. Alright. So, get this second one open. While we're sauteing our vegetables and things, we're just going to go ahead and let these kind of air out on this paper plate here. So, well, come on now. Let's get it together. Oh, there we go. Alright. Put it over there in the trash. Alright, I'll bring you back once I get the vegetables set up. Well, let's go get our onion. Now, this is how I store my onions. Reason being is that I can store them down here in the basement and they don't go bad. Let's get this one. This is pantyhose, of course. So just cut it off. I'll bring you back when I cut it off. Now, when you go get your pantyhose for your onions, you have your wife do it, But anyways, take your pantyhose off of there, and throw it away. Don't go robbing the mini mart with the thing. So, all right. So let's get it together here. Put that over there. Now you got some of this crushed garlic. Okay. I'll bring you back when we start sauteing. So I use half an onion. Put it to the side. Cut it like that. Just like that, because I don't know what I'm doing. So, just kind of make up. It ain't got to be all fancy. Doesn't have to be all fancy, guys. Or girls. It don't matter. I mean, if you want to impress your significant other, just do something. Don't just... Oh, and I'm going to use a little thyme, too. Like the band. All right, let's see here. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put it on the saute mode. If I can find it. There it goes. All right. And then you just press start. Don't mind the fingers. I am a mechanic, So, all right. Let's see here. Put a little bit of oil in there and let's get to it. Yeah, I couldn't find my oil. I don't know what happened to it, but I use some butter. It don't matter what you use. All right, so we're going to throw our onion in there. I love that sound, don't you? Something about cooking and sizzling, All right, take about that much. Well, a little less than that. We don't want to be smelling like, All right. There you go. Put a little bit of thyme in there. Alright. Okay. Get a toss in it. Get a tossing it around there. Break all that up there. Are you steaming up? What's going on here? Okay, all right. No, you're not steaming up that bad. All right. So this is what we're gonna do, people. Now, like I said, don't be afraid of the Instapot. It's very safe. By the way. Very safe device. And, you don't even have to have a stove. You can take this thing, as long as you got the outlet, you can just take it anywhere. You can even, you can even cook in the garage if you want. Camping, anything. I love this thing. Like I said, this thing is like man's best friend. I mean, I didn't even touch the stove until my wife bought this and she went back to work. And so when the kids were still in school, I used to have to, when I get off work, I used to have to get things, ready for, the kids for dinner. And, me being a guy, I don't thaw stuff out. So this is very good for in a rush. If you're running low on time and you thought you had all this time to get dinner together, people, this thing is very, very forgiving when it comes to time, because it allows you to be lazy, So yeah. Let's what else we're gonna do? Okay, let's get some stock real quick, and I'll bring you back. Well, I looked for the the stock, the juice. So I'm just gonna throw a can of cream of whatever the hell I had in there, and that'll do it. We're just trying to make a little bit of, I'll show you real quick. We're just trying to make a little bit of something work. We'll get in there. There you are. Alrighty. So now what this is going to do, this is going to kind of help me do my gravy too, guys. Just throw that in there. While those are cooking. Okay. Now this is going to help me with my liquid, because Instapot always needs liquid. And I don't really like to use water, because what's going to happen is that my frozen lamb chops is going to make its own water. So we don't need too much water in there. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that to condense down, and I'll bring you back. Okay, now while we're trying to get that to condense down, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper these just very lightly. Right? We'll get it out of there. There you go. Alright, now we're going to salt and pepper these things. And what we're going to do, real quick, I'm going to get a sear on these next. So I'm going to go ahead and take that mixture of onion and everything out of there, out of my Instapot, put it in a separate bowl, and then we're going to go ahead and use the sear mode again and go ahead and sear these things, and I'll bring you back. So what I like to do, I like to hit them with the 2 UV gloves to protect myself. It's going to be very hot, so go ahead. It's going to make noise when you take the pot off. Don't be afraid. It's just hollering at you. It does that. Alright, so now, do you see? Let me show you real quick. Shut up. Alright, do you see all that right there? You want that. So put that back on there. Tell it to be quiet real quick. You know. All right, put this mixture aside. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put our chops. Let me bring you over a little bit. I'm going to put them chops right in there. Okay. So they're so big right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in there separately. Get them to break up. Because remember, all this is frozen. But the time that it takes to do all this, you already be having your lamb chops already thawed out. So this is kind of cutting out the thaw out process also. You know, it takes a while for these things to thaw out, but it kind of speeds up the process, and you're getting all these juices into this pot. And that's how you're going to make your gravy later on. Okay? Trust me, it's going to turn out great. Just want to take this moment to thank everybody for following along. Please comment and subscribe. And remember, it's not that hard. Alright, so you see how these are breaking up to smaller pieces? That's what you want to do. You know. Sticking to the bottom a little bit. So just, now, you want that crust on there, but you want to try to like maintain that movement while you're cooking these, sauteing these. Okay? Because that's what's going to give you that little bit of crisp on there, because what's going to happen is that the pressure cooker is going to try to suck a lot of that out of there. Okay? Now, when you go ahead and take these ones out, once they get a little bit, you know, floppy, take them out, put your other ones in, you know, and just have fun with it. I mean, it's not, you're not going to ruin it in an Instapot. Trust me. I know. Go ahead and saute those ones up, and I'll bring you back. Okay, now that you sauteed your other ones, what I went ahead and did is I put some of this Better Than bouillon in there, and I just mixed up 2 tablespoons with it, made a cup, you know, water in this, and put it in there. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get our lid. We're going to go ahead and seal it up there. Now, I already canceled out that saute mode. And so you go to pressure cook. Okay. Now, 35 minutes should do just fine. Press start. And that's it. I'll bring you back when she's done. Okay. I just heard the timer go off. Now, to release it, you just go ahead and there you go, like that. But I kind of let it time release, but it won't allow you to open up the lid unless all the pressure is out. So this is very safe, people. Very safe device. Now let's see how we did. Oh yeah, it's falling off the bone here. Oh goodness gracious. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some rice. I'm going to make a rice bed. But I'm going to show you the gravy here. Look at that gravy. Now that's good stuff. Now you can either have mashed potatoes, you know, those 5-minute instant, well not instant, but you know those 5-minute mashed potatoes that you put in the microwave. What I'm going to do instant white rice, and I'm going to put it all on top of there. But yeah, thank you so much guys for coming along. Let's get it bowled up and let's check her out real quick. So what I did, I went ahead and I put my meat inside of a separate bowl. And as you can see, the gravy's still in there. So I'll bring you over to the rice and I'll show you what I'm going to do. We take 1 cup of rice in a microwave safe bowl. Okay. Follow your directions. Add your water. What I like to do is I like to put a saucer on top of this dish. And, you know, we just go ahead. Put her in the microwave. Put it on 5 minutes. And I'll bring you back. Okay, now while that is cooking, I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this back on saute. Okay, start that up. Now that's going to warm our gravy up. And I'll show you the magic. Okay, now we got that on saute. So we're just going to go ahead and scoop our 5-minute rice in there. Okay, nice and easy. I just made a cup of rice. It's just my wife and I today. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh yeah. Now that's going to allow all that rice and gravy to kind of marry with each other and get kind of acquainted there, you know. We're going down the aisle as we speak. Right now. There we go. Now, kind of give it a little bit of a stir. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, guys. Now, if you could see, all that stuff that was on the bottom, because you had so much moisture in there for them slow cooking, you know. You add your meat again. Because about this time, it's kind of like, you know, your meat's getting a little cold. So you just go ahead and add that right in there. All right. Now, I'm going to let that kind of simmer a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too bad. I love the Instapot, guys. It's so easy to cook in this thing. Yeah, a while back, my kids were threatening to take it away from me because they said, you know, they said that, Dad, you gotta learn how to cook on the stove. I said, I love my Instapot, man's best friend. So, oh yeah, it smells so good. So good. Alright, let's get her plated up and let's check her out. Now, if you don't want to put your rice inside here, you don't have to. You can put the better rice on the plate. But this is the way that my wife and I like it. So this is the way that I'm doing it. Let's get you over here. Now look at that. That is awesome. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much for following along with me today. Remember, guys, it's not that hard. And God bless.